Welcome to the Walters Report, part of Fairways and Greens, and also, of course, part of Claibs Online. And today's golf course we're going to feature is a Jack Nicklaus signature design. It is Stonewolf Golf Club in Fairview Heights, Illinois. And you can catch a little glimpse of him. There he is, the real deal, as I like to call him, Jonathan Riel. And on the show, we're going to call him Jony. Jony, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, Jay. How are you?
I'm good, and thanks for coming on and talking about the Wolf. This was a unique year, obviously, in the golf industry. I think a lot of us didn't know what was going to happen in mid-March and beyond. Talk about, before we get into what happened, talk about, those first couple of weeks and months. Illinois was different than Missouri. We weren't sure what was going to happen golf-wise.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a challenging year. Very nervous and just uncharted territories. It was something you can't prep for. That ultimately, I think the golf industry as a whole did fairly well in the end. But yeah, just pre-April and before they shut us down, it was like, what's going to happen here in the 6 weeks we were closed? But ultimately, after things got better, I think golf became a safe place of refuge, not just for the average daily golfer, but a whole new customer base that we're very happy we're able to provide that kind of get away from everything going on in the world.
Well, and you're right. You're dead on. I mean, virtually every property saw it. The increase in rounds, as Kevin Korn likes to call it, the relapse of some golfers that had kind of either slowed their rate of play or gotten out of the game, got back in, some new people. What do you project? How do you see 2021 being for the golf industry? I mean, it appears another good year.
Yes, I would definitely agree with you. Things are definitely trending in the right direction. But I do think that the golf industry is going to have another great season. And as long as we do the things right, it shouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon. I just see it very hard for the events we all love to go to, whether it's at that sports game in the stadium or the concert. I think those are going to take some more time. But once again, just going back to it, I think golf's here to stay for a while, and hopefully we don't see those numbers go anywhere.
Well, and that's what they can see out there at Stonewolf Golf Club, and we're going to talk about some improvements and some things that are going on. But let me ask you, how do we? And you talked about the customer. How do we keep the golfer in the game and as active as they are, as hopefully things start to change in the next 6 months? As we get back to quote unquote normal?
I think ultimately what that comes to is just the experience with anything we do or any business. It's just the experience you provide. Especially for the new customer base, they don't know what to expect. They don't know what norms are. But if you can make it enjoyable from, when they enter your golf shop, the teeing off to enjoying their round and enjoying it on the 19th hole after. I think that says a lot of trying to keep this new customer base around for a while.
I know we're hopeful as we speak with Jony Riel or Jonathan Riel or Real Deal, whatever you want to do.
Whatever. Now too, helping out my alma mater, the Althoff Crusaders girls golf coach. So I'm looking forward to giving back to them a little bit this upcoming fall season.
Well, and that kind of it leads me to a question of outings. Mm-hmm. And there's still a lot of situations that we're facing with those because of increased play for the most part. It's kind of weird. The outing business hasn't killed us not having it, but it's a major part of the game and a major part of involvement. Do you see, hopefully, maybe by the fall, we could get close to what we once were?
I do. Once again, I just think because of the industry we're in, just the outdoor factor. I think it might be sooner. As long as we can adapt to whatever comes our way, and we've done a great job so far. I see golf outings. I see an increase in golf outings, or at least inquiries, just from any standpoint of trying to get your corporate business out for a getaway, or trying to do a charity event for your charity. I think golf outings will actually increase overall, hopefully, for the area.
Yeah, I think once people begin to feel comfortable, or we can begin to feel comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
I think those type of events are going to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. Let's talk about the fact that Stonewolf is not just sitting pat and saying, hey, we're open, come see us. A major move by the property to bring in Steve Leach to help out on the agronomic side. For folks that don't know, Steve has been the golf course superintendent at Gateway, and he's kind of overseeing both facilities now. But that's got to be big to have a guy like Steve involved at Stonewolf.
It definitely is. He's already been a great asset to the team. I've worked with him before when I was at Gateway for a little bit. I think he was just coming on, but as long as I've known Steve, I've yet to not see him complete a project that hasn't crossed his way. And I think this is a great opportunity for him and for us to kind of improve Stonewolf Golf Club. Just getting down to the little details and projects we got going on around here. I feel like it's a lot of things he's already done in the past. And I have 100% confident, and he can get done what we need. And I'm super excited to play this summer already. Like I said, I'm probably more excited to play this summer than ever. So
you don't have to worry with Steve. What are sometimes the smaller things end up being huge because while the golfer may not notice them, they would have before. What are some of the improvements you're doing to the golf course?
Yeah, so here that haven't played Stonewolf before, we've always had fantastic healthy condition, tees, fairways. I think our big focus this season, or this off season, has really come down to sand trap renovation and manicuring. Tree removal has been big, just to make a golf hole more playable, or provide you to shape that shot. There were a lot of trees here that were planted, and when Jack opened it, that I'm sure are a little bigger. So making the golf course a little friendlier, and then coming back to it, focusing on the green surfaces and making sure that ball does what it's supposed to once you get on that putting surface.
What does it mean to be the only Jack Nicklaus signature design golf course in the area, really the region?
Yeah, so obviously that's big. So what that means is Jack was actually here on property. So there's still quite a few community members that are still here to this day to when Jack was here. But what that means is Jack was physically here. He played the first round on the golf course. He just didn't say, here's the designs, tell me what you think. He was here, he had his hand in it. From moving land to building the clubhouse, Once again, there are pictures I get shared with all the time that it's just hard to believe that a golf crate like that was was on the same property at one point.
Oh no, he was extremely involved,
Right.
and the people that paid him to be made
Right.
sure.
Correct.
Um, you know as well as anybody, golfers out there are always looking to save $1. It's unbelievable. I don't go to Schnucks and ask the checker, "Hey man, can you give me $1 off?" I mean, we know how it is.
Right, exactly.
But we also do try and take care of those customers, especially in the off season with the potential of needing some revenue to come in and other things. Are there opportunities right now with either a package or a bundle or a pass that you would recommend to somebody out there that they could save some dough at Stonewolf?
Yeah, I would definitely say for probably the new customer base, the new golfer that just is looking to dip their toes in the water. That lunch bundle, the senior bundles, that we do are the perfect package for you. Not only from just saving, but just the guidelines that let you play, and allowing you to play Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday in non-prime time might be the best chance for you to kind of test out where you're at in your golf game, compared to coming out here or Gateway on a Saturday or Sunday in prime time and just feel like you're rushed. That's one of the worst things that can happen when you're out there is you feel rushed and then you just start hitting bad shots. So I think that lunch bundle and senior bundle that we do is a fantastic package of just golf cart and lunch during your round for as low as $30 per round on our online stores. And then I think also with that new customer base, the golf, if they're looking to do a little more, especially for the working class, at that player development pass that we have.
What is that? I know you instituted it over the last couple of years. When you say player development, I think people go, "What the hell is he talking about?"
It's honestly just an opportunity for any golfer to come out pretty much after work or just in the late afternoon and work on their own game. Ours is for pretty close to $1,000 all year. You can play as much as you want after 3:00, golf cart and range. And I think that it is great because once again, it allows you to develop your golf game within your own limits. Without.
I'm going to stop you.
Yeah.
You said they can get a package that they can play golf and hit range balls anytime after 3, any day for about $1,000.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to believe, but once again, if I was in the golf industry and I was in the position I in, it'd be a no-brainer.
Right. No, cool. Well, that's a heck of a package. We've got I want to make sure and put up especially off that package, that you can find out more about Stonewolf online at Stonewolf Golf Club and go right there to the store. Another thing that you guys did in the last year is the addition of this gentleman, golf coach Christian Havens. Now you have, similar to what Gateway has in Bob Tays, a gentleman who is there for your clientele to be their golf instructor. Why did it work out so well? I know for a couple of years he tried the mini tours and tried to get as far as he could there. Why Christian?
Obviously Christian's a great friend of mine. Always has been. But he is overall he is the perfect ambassador for this game, especially on this side of the river, over in our neck of the woods. Christian's the hometown, golfer, went to high school, 10 minutes down the road.
Cool.
Was his home practicing growing up, trying to get to the levels he did. And ultimately he is wanted to give back, and share his knowledge and experience, with any level, whether you're a beginner or single digit handicap looking just to get another couple strokes. But yeah, once again, he is the perfect guy for this, and we're happy to have him. Takes a lot off my plate.
Yeah, well, you can deal with the business side. Well, he's out there teaching. Um, when somebody gets done with their round at Stonewolf, and hopefully they shut their trunk and not slam it. There are trunk slammers out there. I used to be one.
Yep.
What do you want them thinking as they drive away after their day at Stonewolf?
I can't wait to come back. I think that whatever it is that you're trying to entertain a customer, I feel like you have to leave them with that feeling of being a little nostalgic and making them feel like, man, I had such a great time. When can I come back?
Right.
Some of the best experiences you have, whether it's that traveling to a certain location or going to a sports event or a concert, those little details of providing an enjoyable experience is going to make you want to come back. So that's what I hope, just with the same thing, after your golf round, I hope you want to continue to play golf, and I hope you want to continue to do that here at Stonewolf Golf Club.
That's a great message. When somebody calls and says, and you answer and say, "Real deal here," what, and they say, "What's the golf course like?" What do you tell them?
Honestly, so I tell them, yeah, straight up, it's a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course. It's challenging but fair, and enjoyable. It's a golf course where you can work on every aspect of your game. But ultimately, I think the biggest trainer here is just kind of your golf management IQ. It really teaches you that sometimes just keeping the ball in play off the tee, no matter how far it is, and just simply hitting the middle of the green isn't always a bad thing.
Everybody should rewind that and listen to it as it's time for our Dalhousie Golf Club final shots, brought to you by the #1 golf course in the state of Missouri, the good folks at Dalhousie. And I got into an argument with somebody, and they said, "Well, it's not the #1 golf course in the state." And I said, "Well, one golf place ranked them that." I said, "I'll tell you what, if you want me to say it's how about the best golf experience?"
Yes.
Let's say it. It's a unique experience to play Dalhousie. What is Johnny's favorite golf course other than Stonewolf in St. Louis?
Well, technically it's not in St. Louis, but you hit one of them. Like I said, once again, not to harp on it, but Dalhousie is, the cream of the crop. Like I said, if you haven't played it, and I've played my fair share of PJ Tour design course or level type courses, and Dalhousie's up there. But honestly, just kind of because it's where I started. Gateway National Golf Links is.
Oh my!
It's always a treat. It's always a treat. Once again, that's the bent grass. Especially being a public golf facility with the bent grass. Definitely, it adds a different aspect that I hope every public golfer gets to play. But if you're not going to play there, obviously where your second choice is.
All right, I like hearing it. Smitty liked hearing it. Will Tiger Woods win another major championship?
Ooh,
I know you want to say yes.
I do. Yes.
Okay.
When I get down to the details and I think about it, yes, I think he's got another one in him.
Right.
Obviously, it's probably a Masters, the Open, are probably the two favorites for him to win.
Yeah.
But yes, overall, I think he's got one left in him.
All right. Friday night, steak or pizza?
Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. Those are like two of my favorite things. The kid in me is going to say steak, but I'm going to tell you right now it's pizza. As I get older and my metabolism starts to slow down, you start to really reap what a treat is. And sometimes that pizza is, I've been on quite a DiGiorno pizza kick lately.
You? Okay.
Yeah, it's not delivery.
I thought with the GM role now you'd be getting something delivered big time.
I know. No, like I said, so right now once again it's pizza because once again it's it's a treat to come home to on the weekends.
Well, Jony, I think it's going to be a great year. I appreciate you taking time and continued success, and best of luck at Stonewolf Golf Club, a unique spot. You've done a super job with some of the changes and the addition of Mr. Leach involved. Going to be a great year. Thank you.
Yes, I definitely can't wait, and hope to see all you golfers out here sometime when the weather gets a little warmer.
That's the Walters Report, and we will catch you next time.